After the gestation period of about 40 weeks, fetus is all ready for the life outside the uterus. So, uterus becomes more excited until it finally develops strong, rhythmic contractions that expel fetus out of the mother's body. This expulsion, or delivery of the fetus from the mother's body, is known as parturition or childbirth, and the process by which the delivery occurs is referred to as labor. Now, you know that throughout pregnancy, estrogen increases uterine contractility, while progesterone decreases it. Estrogen secretion by the ovary keeps on increasing, even in the late pregnancy. Also, in late pregnancy, due to the fetal stress, fetus hypothalamus starts secreting corticotropin-releasing hormone that stimulates the release of adrenocorticotropic hormone, or ACTH, from the fetal pituitary. Well, you know, what this hormone does is that it stimulates the secretion of cortisol from the adrenal cortex of fetus. Now, as the fetal cortisol rises, it increases the estrogen secretion by the placenta. While, after the 7th month of pregnancy, progesterone either remains constant or starts decreasing. So, this leads to a high estrogen-progesterone ratio near the time of birth. So, uterine contractions are no more suppressed, and uterus becomes more sensitive to contractile stimuli. Not only this, but increased estrogen levels also increase production of local prostaglandins, or PGE2. Also, progesterone inhibits the production of prostaglandins. So, in the late pregnancy, when progesterone levels have decreased, prostaglandin production increases. That, in result, increase uterine contractility, increase gap junction between uterine smooth muscle cells, and cause softening, thinning, and dilation of the cervix. Also, late in pregnancy, the uterine and vaginal tissues stretch, and the nerve impulses are initiated to the hypothalamus, signaling oxytocin to be released from the posterior pituitary gland. Also, increased estrogen causes an increase in the oxytocin receptors in the uterine wall. So, uterus becomes more sensitive to oxytocin, which stimulates powerful uterine contractions. That, of course, help in the later stages of labor. Due to the release of more oxytocin, more stretch occurs, and even more oxytocin is released, and the cycle goes on as a result of positive feedback. Well, during pregnancy, after the 6th week, uterus undergoes weak, short, painless contraction. These contractions are referred to as Braxton-Hicks contractions, named after a British doctor who discovered them first. These contractions are just meant to soften the cervix, and they do not dilate it. Braxton-Hicks contractions are usually triggered by touching the abdomen, movement of fetus in uterus, physical activity, sexual intercourse, dehydration, and are thought to be relieved by rest and hydration. Now, towards the end of pregnancy, these contractions progressively become more intense because, you know, that the progesterone decreases at the end of pregnancy. Thus, contractions are no more suppressed. These contractions are known as false labor, as they are sometimes misinterpreted as labor. These are the ones that are actually believed to help with the dilation of cervix. Then, suddenly, within an hour, they become exceptionally strong and painful. This is the time for the baby to come out, and these periodic, frequent, and strong contractions are actually the true labor. The intense pain of labor is attributed to myometrial hypoxia during uterine contractions. So, that's how the parturition starts. Now, that you know about the effects of hormones on birth process, we will have a look at the various stages of labor. So, make sure to watch the video all the way through.
Watch our medical videos anytime and anywhere. Download sqadia.com app now.